back to another stream. Hope you're all doing wonderful and having an absolutely lovely day today. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're all doing wonderful. So if you haven't seen it already, that was my new starting soon screen. Credits again to Ben for buying that for me. There's a matching BRB screen and an ending screen. And last time I had a bit of an issue because I had the chat box on there at first instead of the event list, and that didn't really work out. So I've changed it and it looks so much better now. But let me say hello to you all. Hello Libra, hello Angel, hello Shiver, hello Megs. Hello, Emily, welcome in. I like how Libra is like, yeah, Angel knows what's up. I mean, I'm excited about it. Also, hello, what was that? There's something on my arm for a second. Lexi's black shirt blended in with the black background. It does. A lot of my shirts are pretty dark, and because my lighting setup isn't like perfect yet, a lot of my shirts tend to blend in. Also, so does my hair, as a matter of fact, while we're saying that. But hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're about almost done with spring. I mean, I think of what I was doing last time since, yeah, I can do farming, which is a lot better and more convenient than what I can do in winter, but there's still not a ton because what's left in the community center, a lot of it's like, I feel like summer and fall related stuff. So we've just been kind of doing like a bare minimum on those days and then ending the day. But aside from that, I hope we're all doing well. I hope you all had a good day today. I'm so sorry if I was a little bit late, or not even if I was. If you were paying attention to the Discord, basically what happened was I wasn't really sure what I was going to stream today. Like, I really just did not know what the deal was going to be for today. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to rush together a thumbnail. So then I was doing that. And then my stomach was hurting. I'm better now, don't worry. But my stomach was hurting. And I was like, okay, well, I have to take Pepto-Bismol. So then I did, which was disgusting, by the way. I did. And then Luna decided to beg me for Pepto-Bismol because she thought it was a treat. And I'm like, Bestie, you do not need to eat the Pepto-Bismol. I promise you don't. But it's all good now. I'm feeling a bit better than before. It was just very chaotic. By the way, I feel like the game's a little bit loud. Either that or my headphones are turned up too high. If you guys feel like the game's a little loud, let me know. This is being of the streams like, no, yeah, for real. One of these days, whenever my lighting and camera setup gets improved, it won't be like that anymore. But for now, I just look like Caillou. Basically started Christmas shopping yesterday, got stuff for my dad on Etsy. I love Etsy so much. I love the idea of being able to support small businesses, but I also love just the fact that there's like so many custom items. But yeah, Ben was also taking care of the frogs. I think he said he was like missing them or something, and then accidentally added too much calcium powder into the enclosure, so he had to like clean out. Let me set up the zoning screen. It is a little loud. Okay, let me turn it down a bit. I turned it down a little bit. Let me know if that's better. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's not necessarily bad if it's loud, but like whenever it's like too loud, that's definitely annoying. So I hope it wasn't like full on obnoxious. Like I get if it was loud, but I hope it wasn't like painfully loud, you know what I mean? First and foremost, my animals need some more food. And I swear, like because I have so many of them now and they will go through so much of it, I just have to spend so much of my money on the food. It's insane. Hello, Crazy, welcome in. Marty! My animals are gonna starve because you won't help me. You're wrong for that. Hello, William, welcome to the stream. So I guess aside from feeding the animals, I don't know what else I could do. I think what I was doing before was just a constant cycle of wake up, make sure I talk to Maru at least one time, check on the animals, do whatever it is that they need. I don't think I milked any of the animals either, so let me go back and do that. I would do that, sell whatever products I got from them, and then literally just go to bed almost immediately. I mean, sometimes I'd go fishing a bit or like forage or something to get the extra money, but I would basically only go like halfway through each of the days to speed it up a little bit. I'd say a little over, but it's also kind of giving a vibrant vibe. I mean, I could turn it up, excuse me. I could turn it down just like a smidge, a little bit more, if you guys want me to. I just finished making the lasagna for dinner. Oh, wait, what kind of lasagna? Like, is it just gonna be cheese, or is there gonna be like meat or anything? I can turn it down just like a smidge bit more, just a little bit. Okay, I turned it down just like a tiny bit more. I hope that's good now. I'm so sorry if it was like a little too loud before. I hope it's better now. We'll definitely be finishing the community center this year, and I'm so excited for it. I mean, it feels a bit bittersweet because I know I don't stream this every day, but at the same time, it feels like I've had this farm for like forever. I'm washing the, oh, I think you mean dishes. I think of all chores, dishes would have to be my least favorite, and it's honestly just like a sensory thing for me. So I'm from one farm to 6, it's been trippy. Wait, what? Do you just have like different purposes for each farm? I was gonna say though, for me it's like a sensory thing. Like doing the dishes, like the idea of potentially touching wet food or reaching into like sink water that's not fully clear grosses me out so much. I would much rather do laundry, even though it's like longer and generally more tedious. I just would rather do laundry, personally. No, you're fine. I know you meant to say dishes. It's okay. Oh, and by the way, Libra, I don't think you saw, but I got another house upgrade. We got the nursery / children's room added, and Mario and I had to talk about it. So at any point, probably in this episode even, I could say we may end up having children. We'll see. And then the house upgraded to that one, I think, is where we get the basement. I sold all the animal stuff already, so I'm going to see if there's any fruit in this little cave and then go check out the community center, because I'm still pretty positive, pretty certain that there's not much I can do, but I want to double check anyways just to make sure that I'm not potentially missing out on an opportunity to do something in the springtime. Each farm has a different love interest, but oh my gosh, yes. It took forever to save up for that house upgrade, and now I'm sad because it's probably going to take even longer to save up for the next one. But which people are you romancing? I gotta know. I didn't have time to check the Stardew channel because whenever I saw that there was a message sent there, it was right about whenever I was going to start the stream. But I did send a message into the Stardew Valley channel seeing if anybody wanted to do a little, like, not for a stream, but just like as like a fun challenge to see who could romance either Leah or Penny faster. Did anybody want to do that? Hi, sorry I'm late. I was at Dave & Buster's. I got myself a Series 5 mini brand, and I had so much fun with the yummiest pizza ever. And a worker at the pizzeria that knows me a lot was there. I was super happy. I'm so glad to hear that you have fun, Sophia. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I was also very late starting today, so you're fine. You're really not as late as you think you are, but welcome. Thanks for listening to my rant about my day. You're fine. It's okay. I wonder, how do you have kids if both partners are boys or girls? Did Mario adopt a baby? As far as I know, the game just spawns a baby. I've only ever had a child in the game with Ben, so I don't know. Hello, Setup. Welcome to the live stream. Now I want pizza. I'm actually very full still from earlier. I had a Wingstop. It was scrumptious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure red snapper is specifically in the fall time, which is so annoying. I tried so hard last time to catch it, and it felt like impossible. And see, the red snapper and the pufferfish will be completely done with this section, which is super exciting. And I'm gonna look up again. I look it up every time, I swear, but I'll end up forgetting. I'm pretty sure the pufferfish is in the summertime. By the way, I'm sorry if that made me look super pale. Every time I pull up Google to search up something during a stream, it always makes me look super pale because the whole screen is like bright white. Okay, yeah, pufferfish is in the summertime. It can be in the ocean or at Tinder Island, but at Tinder Island, it can be in any of the seasons. But since it's gonna be summer soon anyways, I'll just go ahead and wait it out until I can do it in the ocean. I'm just sitting on your couch, relaxing with your lover, then a baby just spawns. It's more like in the middle of the night, like the partner that you're with is like, hey, what do you think about having a child? And then it just happens. The six are Alex, Shane, Haley, Sebastian, Sam, and Elliot. I feel like Haley is underrated in the sense that like a lot of people think that she's mean, but just I swear, if you give her a chance, she gets to be very sweet. She just has like, she's like a bit closed off, if that makes sense. Fishing is so hard in this. Fishing is really hard. I remember whenever I first started playing, that was the hardest thing for me to really get a good grip on and understand, and I still struggle with it sometimes. Imagine Mario got the baby by a stork. We can pretend that's how it happened. I've had luck getting the pufferfish from the traveling cart. Speaking of that, I need to be reminded about checking that because I'm bad about it. Also, hey, I'm having a bit of a brain fart moment. Where do I get a rabbit? Because I know you can get a rabbit's foot from the traveling cart, but can't you also get a pet rabbit? Hello, Uranus, welcome to the live stream. And at the end, you just end up, wait, why would I be crying? That doesn't make any sense. This whole section, I am unfortunately a bit, like this one I think is what I'm missing the most from. Because there's several things I need there still. I mean, several makes it sound like hundreds. It's not true. There's like a handful of things there. 2 fish left here. I know the red snapper's in the fall time, so that's not going to be for a little bit. And then this one, I literally just need, I'm doing it in the summertime, but I was told I could do both melons and corn in the summer. And I need to get 5 gold star versions of both of those, which is like low-key something I'm super excited about. So I just want to get that done already. I need the greenhouse. You can get it from a pet rabbit, but where do I get the pet rabbit? You're good, Sophia. You need to get the rabbit from Marnie, but I think you need the upgraded coop. I won't, okay, Sophia, I haven't seen it happen myself, and frankly, I don't know if I want to see it. Like, if possible, I'd rather get it from the traveling cart. Because apparently you have to, like, hit the rabbit to get the foot. And I don't like that. The idea of that makes me so uncomfortable. By the way, since I brought up that I had Wingstop for lunch today, if any of you like Wingstop, what flavor do you like to get? I have to know. I think I'm just gonna go to bed after this, to be honest. I don't know what else I'm gonna do for today, but I do want to fix the little sections right here. I don't know, I mean, actually, never mind. I was gonna say I could grow more crops. I'm like, oh, wait, it's getting towards the end of the season. That'd be like kind of ridiculous. There'd be like no time left for them to grow. It's okay, they just drop their foot. So does it just like regrow, kind of like a leopard gecko's tail? Fun fact, if you guys didn't know this about leopard geckos, in certain scenarios where they feel potentially threatened or like in danger in some way, and they feel like they just absolutely have to, they can have their tail fall off and be completely fine. They'll be fine, and then the tail will just regrow. But it's only in like extreme circumstances, I think, where they just feel like threatened. And check on my main farm. You should! We can have a big Stardew Valley session today, just as a group. It'll be a group event. I haven't had Wingstop in a while. Whenever you do go, though, what flavor do you like? Apparently, they added a new flavor today because Ben got it for his wings, and then my mom got the Wingstop chicken sandwich and got that flavor for the sandwich. How the heck does a rabbit just drop their leg? I have no idea, and part of me isn't sure if I want to know. Oh, the flower dance! Mario and I can do the flower dance. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It takes a long to get your farm to how you want it. I feel like one of the very last things I ever genuinely really work on for farms, and I'm saying it plural because I've just made so many of them, is just simply decorating it and making it look pretty. Like, that's always the least of my concerns, is the actual appearance. The main thing I'll focus on is just like functionality and making sure I have like the necessities. Thanks so much for subscribing. Welcome to the community. Loki, lemon pepper has been amazing lately. I tried like a bite of the lemon pepper once and I didn't like it. It's ironic though that I say that because I love getting lemon pepper seasoning for my fries and dipping that in ranch. Soap is looking a little thin. Apparently I've been starving Sophia the chicken specifically. I'm sorry. Never had Wingstop wings before? Angel, you need to get on that. You need to try some. It's delicious. Yeah, my animals are like starving. I'm so sorry. By the way, Libra, I don't remember if you were here for this to hear, but basically I decided a few episodes ago that I was going to start naming farm animals after each of the mods, and whenever there's a chance for me to get a new one, or like maybe a chicken hatches or a duck hatches, then I would name them after an animal. And I think it's only you and Carisi that I'm missing at the moment. You sound saucy on a wing. I like my wings to be very saucy, so that's probably why. Apparently I'm starving you, I'm sorry! I was trying to get, in my defense, I was trying to get hay yesterday, and then Maru wasn't in her store. I'm waiting for her to go back in. I've never had Wingstop. We don't have anywhere near us. If you ever get the chance to have some, you should. What flavor to start with? I don't like anything spicy. Maybe lemon pepper would be good then. But if you want something that's like a lot more like saucy, and not necessarily with seasoning, I feel like something else would be better. Oh my gosh, I'm ready. So, I'm just gonna call you Libra. Then I called Sophia's just soap because that seems to be, like, I usually call, I could say Sophia soap and soup, but we named that one soap. So I think I'll just name yours Libra unless you say otherwise. I'd say barbecue or lemon pepper. I love honey garlic wings. I haven't tried those. Have you guys tried the garlic parmesan ones from Wingstop? Those are really good. I haven't had them in a while, but those are really good. Like if I'm, for some reason, not in the mood to have a spicy one, the only non-saucy wing I'll accept is garlic parmesan. I got my mom's cereal, crispy cocoa rice. Marty! Bessie! My mod chickens are gonna starve. What am I supposed to do? As your first mini brand, I thought you meant for a second that like you bought the cereal, and I was like, I don't know why you're telling me about the cereal, but now I want some, even though I'm not hungry. Imagine naming the chicken that Teddyursa is nasty. I should. In fact, I'll make that my next farm name. Sorry guys, apparently you're all gonna starve because Marnie isn't there. Sorry. I'll do this and hopefully it'll make you like not starve in the meantime. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the scythe. I mean, it's not like a bunch of hay, but it's enough to where the animals won't be super hungry, hopefully. I don't know what shake and bake chicken is. Is Wingstop an American wing place? I live in Canada, I've never heard of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I all mix up warheads. I love warheads, they're so good. Okay, well let me go back in here. By the way, sorry to change the subject. I just need to make sure that I go in here. My animals are always trying to escape it. No, get back here. No, Sophia is escaping. Get back. Get back in there! No! No! Get back in your cage! It's Sophia and... Apparently both of them are Sophia. Sophia and Nico need to go back in their enclosure. Get back! Back, I say. Please help. I'm screaming. Wait, let me just close the rest of y'all in there before... Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Go back in there! Go back! I do what I must. I'm gonna build some fencing around Sophia specifically. That's what you get, Sophia. You have to stay in the wooden corner in timeout. They're rebelling against their Lexi overlord. They are. The rest of you, though, seem to be well behaved. And then what I'll do... If this duck will move! There we go. It looks really atrocious, but I did what I had to do. Wait, I didn't even go back and feed them. I'm all over the place. And then lastly, you got tropical Mentos. Did you guys ever do that experiment in school where you put Mentos in soda? Because we did that. And at the time being, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But listen, Sophia's in timeout right now. Wait, I forgot this one was still out. What do I do with it? You know, this one can just be by itself. Mom, if you don't give me Takis and I'll escape again, you're gonna have to eat soil because you're in timeout. Eggnog, yes or no? I have a really unpopular opinion about it. I think eggnog is disgusting. Ben loves it. I think it's gross. Fine that I'm escaping it and let Nico free. Nico can wander off into the forest, I suppose. No, I just say that because, like, I have so many other chickens, so, like, as long as it's not one of the ones named after, like, one of the mods, I'm just gonna let it run free, to be honest. Which sounds really horrible, but I don't really care that much. Yeah, Sophia is the brown chicken, and I had to put them in timeout. But do you guys like eggnog? A lot of people like it. Okay, back to lasagna in the oven. Welcome back, Crazy. So much chaos happened while you were gone. So to sum it up, I named Sophia after named one of the chickens after Sophia, and then two of them escaped. Had to put Sophia in this timeout corner, and then I broke a piece of wood so that way they'd be technically back in the enclosure. I'm basing the fence because I don't want to look at Lexi. Well, I'm gonna make you look at me. There we are. Give me a little... I can see why. Eggnog is essentially very sweetened milk that's also more of a sauce than a liquid. Ew, calling it milk sauce makes me want to scream. I don't like that term. By the way, since I do need a bit of extra money at the moment, I think after I sell what I got from the animals, I might go fishing a little bit, just literally for the pure sake of extra money, maybe do a bit of foraging. No other reason aside from the money, because I just need it. My farmer is not necessarily broke, but in terms of what it needs to afford, I'm broke. You're good, Sophia. I love it. I wish I liked eggnog because it's so popular, but I just don't. I don't. I wish I liked it. I made cheese sauce. So did you just like melt it in the microwave or like on the stove? What I'm trying to say is that eggnog is much more dense than milk. That's probably why I don't like it, because I'm not necessarily opposed to cow's milk like dairy milk, but maybe it's the fact that it's so dense is like why I don't like it. Also, why do I have literally 2 fishing rods? I need to throw this thing away. Bye! Also, hey, I'm pretty sure tomorrow is the flower dance. I need to keep that in mind because I could easily end up wandering off and doing something else. Eggnog's gross. Thank you, Carisi. I don't like it. I wish I did though, because a lot of people do, but I just don't. Oh, by the way, Crazy, while you're here, I saw this TikTok earlier that reminded me of you. It was this person that was saying, so you know how people, like, it's really common that people will show dogs or show cats? This person shows cows as their job, and it reminded me of you. Because I know that, like, that isn't necessarily the same as what you do, but it still reminded me. Like, generally, whenever I see cow TikToks, first person I think of is Crazy. You eggnog? Thank you! I'm so glad that I have a team of fellow eggnog haters. No, but really, though, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I would never judge what somebody likes and dislikes in terms of food. Like, I'll joke about it sometimes, but, like, being for real, what somebody's eating and drinking is none of my business. With Crazy eggnog is nasty. I'm so glad that we've got this, like, little squad of eggnog haters. That makes me feel so seen. I used to show cows. So how would you go about that? Because Megs has told me about showing cats, but what would you do for showing a calf? We usually drink rum, which is eggnog with alcohol. I feel like that would make me want to throw up. Like, first thing that comes to mind is pouring some vodka into some milk, which is horrible. Don't do that. At least a few fish, and then I'll go back, because it is already almost 7 p.m. I can drink eggnog, but, like, it's only appropriate during summertime than any other time of year. Right, like, I feel like it'd be a little odd to pull out some eggnog in, like, April or something. I just don't like it sweet like that, so I agree. Well, you don't like it... Wait, how? I was when I started a new save file, I forget that I don't have the minecarts fixed, and I always try to use it. Same. It's also... Whenever I make a new save file, I forget just how useful the minecarts are, and it makes me feel so much more grateful for the files where I do have it. Part of me wishes, though, there was part of a minecart that was, like, attached to the beach, because that would be nice. Like the dense sweet. And while we're talking about, like, sweet things and what we like and dislike, how do you guys feel about those Almond Joy chocolate bars? I don't like them, mainly because I don't like coconut. I like chocolate and I like almonds, but I don't like coconut. My grandma loves Almond Joys. I think they're gross. But only because of the coconut. You think they're kind of average or meh? I think they're gross. But if there was something else in replace of the coconut, they'd probably taste better to me. I've never had Almond Joys. If you don't like coconut, or if you don't like almonds, or if you don't like either, then I wouldn't recommend them. I hate orange chocolate. I forgot what it was called, but isn't there some kind of chocolate that exists somewhere in the UK? It's like, it's chocolate on the outside, but it's got some kind of orange flavoring in it or something? The only kind of orange chocolate I've had was this. It was supposed to be a Valentine's Day set of chocolates, and one of them inside was like, it looked like just a normal piece of chocolate on the outside, but then on the inside it was like this weird orange flavoring liquid situation, and it was super disgusting. It was like, you know, if you ever smelled like citrus scented house cleaner, I'm saying cat cleaner, house cleaner, it tasted like the smell of that. It was just super gross. I love chocolate orange. Isn't there, though, a type of chocolate where it's literally just, like, in the shape of an orange where you can eat, like, the pieces, but, like, there's no actual orange flavoring. It's just shaped like an orange? Because that I'd be more than happy to eat. I just would get mad if it tasted like an actual orange. Okay, I think I'm going to go back now. I just needed the extra stuff. I know what you're talking about. Like, the pieces of chocolate with the orange flavoring inside, because that was gross. What's my go-to chocolate bar? I feel like I don't have them that often, but in general, I like dark chocolate. I know a lot of people don't like, but I feel like that's an semi-unpopular opinion I have. I love most dark chocolate bars, but I also really like Milky Ways a lot. I like Twix as well. And Kit Kats. There's a lot that I like. I don't know if I would have like a go-to necessarily, just because I don't have it super often. Oh, so the orange chocolate is just like shaped like an orange, but it's chocolate. Okay. Well, that I would eat then. I almost forgot to sell my stuff. After all of that, I almost forgot to sell it. love Kit Kats. When I was younger, I didn't like them for some reason, but now I love them. Do you guys have that thing too where it's like whenever you were younger, like you really didn't like a certain thing and then you like it when you're older? There's a Terry's chocolate orange, which is orange flavored and shaped like an orange. Is it like a super artificial orange flavor or is it like taste more genuine? I also should decorate the inside of the house eventually because it's not like bad, but a couple of areas of the house are mismatched and it's starting to bother me. Yes, me. So what did you not like when you were younger, Angel? I used to eat garlic when I was younger. I didn't mind it. When I was younger, I hated the smell of garlic like when it was being cooked into something. I would eat it, I just didn't like the smell. And now I don't mind it. If anything, I think it smells good. I think it's weird to eat the chocolate part around it first and then the wafer part last. If you guys eat Kit Kats and you like them, do you like to just like straight up bite it like whole or do you like to break them apart and eat them one by one? I'm waiting for this chicken to move. I don't know if this one's Sophia. Might be Sophia trying to break out again. Nope. Can't escape. Why are all of y'all trying to escape me literally all the time? I used to hate collard greens. I feel like I still don't like them. It tastes more genuine. It's made it with real orange oil. Okay, well I feel like that would be different then. Because I feel like what I've tried that has orange flavor tastes super artificial. So that might be why I don't like it. I mean, I'd be willing to try that at least once. When it comes to, super off topic, now that we're talking about food, when it comes to mashed potatoes, do you guys prefer mashed potatoes to have a little bit of the peel in it or no peel? Personally, I don't mind the peel. If anything, I feel like it's better because that's where most of the nutrients are stored. Also check in all the animals. I'm gonna sell this stuff and then check in and see if Marnie is finally at her store because she's like never there lately. Oh wait, actually never mind. I think today's the flower dance. Break the piece of the Kit Kat bar. I don't care. I love potatoes. Me too. Potatoes in general, just amazing. Love them. This part when you have enough money and upgrade your coop and barns to automatically feed your animals. I need to do that, but I haven't yet. I will eventually. I've been doing this thing, sometimes I forget, but I've been doing this thing where I'll make like a new shirt for every season. And then, I think this blue one is what I made for winter, but low-key I forgot to make one for spring. But I want to make one for the summertime, so I'm gonna get that cloth prepared. I'm gonna have mashed potato with peel in it. It's good. Yeah, my family sometimes leaves peel mashed potatoes, and like I know it might sound a bit odd if you've never tried it, but I swear it does taste really good. And it's healthier for you because that's where most of the vitamins are stored. By the way, I'm gonna stop in a second and see if I can refocus my camera. We gotta have at least one refocus per stream. It happens. All right, so give me a second. I always gotta do this. It helps for some reason, I swear. I feel like it's something about the ring. So I'll look at the screen and it like the camera always focuses on my rings first. So I'm just do that one more time. All right, I think we're good. I think it's better now. Yeah, you can make outfits. You just have to spin the wool and then it'll make it into cloth. I don't have this Rare Crow yet and I'm planning to collect all of them. So I'm gonna buy it. Okay. I'm home for you should get some, especially if you're hungry. Go ahead and get some. I love her, she's so cute. Of course, then can we go home and snuggle? I love that she's a snuggle bug. I think the flower dance speaking because you have no dance with, right, it's so awkward. Like you're, here, hold on. Okay, never mind. I can't zoom in very well because it doesn't let me pull up that option here. So pretend I'm zooming in. Your character will be in this corner like, hello darkness, my old friend. It's so sad. Because I found all the mini brands I got on the little list, but ones I want are the Gold Ices, Reese's, Lunchables, Pez, Chupa Chups. I have no idea what that is, and a bucket of Dum Dums. Does this mean the camera likes your rings? Probably. I don't know why, but I swear whenever I do the refocusing, it always focuses on my rings first. I've got the Pentacle one, the Triple Moon one, which was a gift from Ben back for my birthday earlier this year, and then my Labradorite ring. I don't have it on right now, but earlier I had my fidget ring on, which like just means I can play with it instead of like potentially like messing with my finger skin. I don't know what that looks embarrassing. No, I don't know what that is, Sophia. I've never heard of that before. Why is it that all the other characters get to dress up and I just have to be in my farmer outfit like that? I probably smell like soil and animal poop. Hold on a second. I drank my water too fast and I have to cough. I'm okay. I'm alive. I just like swallowed it too fast and like it did that weird thing where it makes your throat feel like ticklish. I don't know, I guess it just likes them. What about dance moms? What? Also, by the way, I was gonna say something, but you know, like, I'm not gonna explain it. If you're curious, you're gonna have to Google it, because the explanation may not necessarily be stream appropriate. But every time I see the flower dance, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this movie, but we're not gonna describe it here because it's not necessarily the most chat appropriate movie. That flower dance always reminds me of that movie. I'm alive, but I'm dead. I remember that. Renee, you need to get off my island now? Do you not like her, or is it just a matter of you don't need her? You've seen it, Libra? It's just one of those situations where I'm like, if you know, you know, and if you want to know and you don't already, you're gonna have to look that up. Because I would really rather not explain that on live stream. No, thank you. Oh, by the way, so you know how you can make your own outfits in this game with the cloth and you just have to carry at least one item to kind of like select the color of what you wear? Do you think I could use one of these tulips to color it? Because I've got a bunch of them for some reason. I like scary movies? I do. I will say though, I don't necessarily like scary movies that are like super, super gory because I find that a little bit uncomfortable. I more so like ones that are like paranormal, like those types of scary movies. The only exception to like something even remotely like gory is the classic ones like Friday the 13th or like Michael Myers. I don't know. I mean, there's like a handful of gory things that I find acceptable. A lot of them I don't really like though. Okay, they're blocking me again. I went through this phase once, like several years ago, where I would like binge watch a bunch of clips of the Saw movies on YouTube, and looking back, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because I'm not really interested in that anymore, to be honest, but I went through a brief phase of it. I don't like her, and she isn't a good fit for Coldara. Same with Cobb. Valid. Michael Myers, you mean the actor of Shrek got a horror dedicated to himself? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the stream. You missed it earlier, but one of the chickens I named after Sophia, and Sophia the chicken escaped the coop, and it was very chaotic. I had to put them in timeout. Not in the chat type of timeout, but like a miniature jail made out of wooden fencing. Okay, let's see again if Marnie is potentially at home. I don't think she's gonna be, but I hope she is. Like, honestly, we stand Sophia, she ate. Sophia and Nico the chicken had escaped, and you see how the fencing looks super weird right here? I had to build extra fencing to get Sophia back in the enclosure. It was really funny, though. It's fine. I don't know where Nico the chicken is necessarily. I think they might have just escaped and ran off somewhere. KK is on Glodara and Cobb and Renee look so out of place. I hate when that happens. Like maybe like you have like a lot of builders that you like or want, and then there's like those few builders that are just kind of ruining the vibe. The joke is that Mike Meyer is a voice actor for Shrek, and Mike Meyer and Michael Myers have similar. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know that. You ever seen the Mario Kart course that came out? I did not. I still don't have the other one. Finally, Miss Marnie is in her actual store. So that was expensive, but it was necessary. So like, I'm really sick. Do y'all have any tips on how to soothe a really sore throat and how to help a really stiff neck? It's really specific, but I feel like this, I'll type it in the chat for you so you can screenshot it if you want to. You don't have to, but. That kind of tea I've heard is really helpful for a sore throat. You don't have to, but like I've heard that a lot of people like it for sore throats. Aside from like the very common answer like tea, I don't really know. Because whenever I get sick, I feel like a sore throat is not usually a symptom that I get. So I'm sorry if my answer is like low-key unhelpful. If anybody else has any helpful ideas, now would be a good time to add them or like share them. Cookie, who wasn't a plain builder, at least looks like she belongs. Right, like she's doing her best. She's trying to fit in. By the way, I'm gonna take a little detour from what I would normally be doing right now and see if I can go make a shirt. It's getting ready to be summer. I want to make a pink one, I think. I'll take more than one with me though. I don't know if it'll let me do the tulips to color the outfit, but I'll try. Hot tea and gargle salt water. I remember a long time ago, like the last time when I did actually have a sore throat, that did help, like the salt water thing. It was really gross, but it helped. And I don't know how or why it helped, but it did. I sometimes are better today. Like yesterday, every time I moved my headache, it would pound like 3 times. It was so bad. Oh my gosh, have you ever had that kind of headache where maybe like you like lean down to like grab or do something or whatever it is, like you're leaning down and like that pressure in your head like goes all to the middle of your forehead? It's the worst. Apparently I'm making pants out of this. Oh, I made a skirt! I made a pink skirt! How cute! Okay, well I would make something again tomorrow too because I want a new shirt as well. But that was cute! I have to have a matching shirt then. If that's how it was and it's a little like that today. It's the worst though. Like it's already bad enough when your head is pounding super, super hard. But then if you lean forward and it just all goes to that one center area, it's so bad. I'm so sorry. When I brought it to the got to go, she doesn't fit as much as I thought she would. I know somebody who loves Rhonda. You guys know who she is. I talk about her all the time. My friend Fairy Queens, she loves Rhonda. Sorry, I'm back to take a quick shower because I went for ice cream after Dave & Buster's and I got ice cream in your hair? Go wash that out. Go shampoo. That does not sound like a good time. You don't want ants in your scalp. That's not gonna be fun. My stiff neck has so much pressure at the bottom of my head, so my headache is concentrated there. I don't know if you have access to any, but if you're able to, muscle relaxers would probably help with that. My mom had a surgery for a long time ago to help with issues that she had with her neck. But that's what she would always do to like help it if she needed to, was by taking some muscle relaxers. Rhonda isn't a favorite of mine, but I would consider her a queen just because Ash really likes her. Oh, but you do? Oh yeah, because that's what we just did, sorry. Well, I hope the ice cream was at least good. If you're wondering what I was doing, by the way, I was going around to see if there was any extra forwardables I could pick up to sell. Okay, let me just chop some of these trees down, because they're like, I say it every time I play this, I feel like, but trees for some reason in this farm grow at an absolutely insane pace. It's so crazy. And by the way, considering that we're about to have summer happen, as long as I plant enough crops to raise my chances of getting gold star crops, 5 gold star melons and 5 gold star corn. If I can get those to grow, we'll have that entire section completed in the community center, and therefore I'll get the greenhouse, which is super exciting. Like, I'm definitely gonna have that done at some point in the stream. I'm just very hyped for that. Rhonda stalks me. If you guys have a villager that stalks you, that's been stalking you on villager hunts lately, who is it? I haven't had that happen to me in a while, but there's the notorious story of whenever Gladys stalked me. That was scary. Octavia. Speaking of the name Octavia, this is super off topic, I'm sorry, but that reminded me of something. I was on Twitter earlier, I was talking to Clary Dune, and that they had posted a photo of a bunch of their Squishmallows, and I was like, oh, what's the name of that one in the corner? And they said that the red octopus with multicolored little legs was Octavia. I know legs isn't the proper word that you would use for an octopus, but I'm gonna say it anyways. And then I'm gonna get some of these too because they're kind of blocking the pathway, and then I'll save. Okay, I don't think Rhonda is throw up. She's definitely not a favorite of mine. I don't think she's throw up. I feel like she's like cute, kind of so-so, but I don't think she's that bad. I have several stalkers: Rhonda, Egbert, Benedict, Hopper, and Sherb. If you guys could choose one villager that you wouldn't really mind if they were, like, quote, stalking you on a villager hunt, who would you not mind? Like, who would that be for you? For me, obviously, it'd be Portia. I don't think that would ever actually happen, though, just because Portia is a dog, and specific dog villagers and specific cat villagers are, as you guys know, fairly hard to find, let alone see frequently on hunts. Mom found out about Squishmallows not too long ago, and when we seen them at gas stations, she was like, I want to look at the eggplant one. She asked the cashier how much each size was. I thought the eggplant one was a grape. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I know which one you're talking about, and I swear I thought it was a grape. I can't stand Agnes and Admiral. I forever have beef with Agnes because of that one situation that happened whenever I accidentally left Faith at that island. That was annoying, but honestly iconic. Obvious answer was Chester. I mean, valid. I think of the bear cubs low-key for a long time, and this was like particularly before I made content. I didn't really think much of Chester, but like Kirsty's made me develop an appreciation for him. And you know, the same thing happened with Snake and Naomi. Bo would not mind stalking me. I think Bo, so you know how like aside from your starter villagers, like the starter 2, you get the 3 initial villager plots on your island. I think Bo was originally one of my very, very, very first villagers to have those plots, like on my first island. I'm pretty sure he was. If not, he was definitely one of the general first villagers that I had. I'll serve you asking me all not help stuff he knows. No worries. If you're able to like get some from like whatever local pharmacy that you have, I don't know what you have or not. But there's this medication that my family usually gets for that whenever you have a bad stuff. You know, it's called Saffron. I would see if you have it at whatever local pharmacy you've got access to because it's really, really helpful for them. Like I usually get pretty good relief from it. And you can't get any of that, you could do what my mom did for us when we were younger, which was you get like a rag or like just like a small towel or even like a paper towel if you must. Fill it with really, really hot water, bring out the extra water so it's not dripping everywhere, and then like lay down and like have it like lay on your face. And like the heat tends to help like cope with the stuffiness a bit. I'd have Snake stalk me. I love how we just generally chose our favorite villagers. Eventually I'm gonna fix this fence, and right now is not that time. Same with the fence up here. It was fine before, but I had to like change it because Sophia escaped. When I started Animal Crossing, I did not know you could hunt for villagers, so I let them autofill. I don't remember who they were. I remember, like, in New Leaf, we didn't really have the system where you could villager hunt if you wanted to, so unless you got somebody else's villager who was in boxes, or if you did amiibo to try and, like, help that, or, like, I don't know. I feel like amiibos were a little bit different at the time. You basically just couldn't really villager hunt, and it sucked. I still love the game, though. Like, it is still extremely nostalgic for me. All right, thanks. I'm asking since it's all the way in the back of my throat. The only way to do it is to loogie, but there's, like, it's so harsh on my throat, but thanks. Oh, wait, what? Wait, I thought you were asking about a stuffing. Wait, I'm a little confused now. I'm sorry. I hope that you feel better soon regardless, though. Like, being sick, especially that sick, is no fun. You're gonna go move laundry into the dryer? No worries. Also, I probably need to do the same thing, so thank you for the reminder. Animal Crossing is my first Animal Crossing game, and that's completely valid. I'm saying this because I've unfortunately seen some people be kind of hateful about that, and like, it's really not that deep. Like, I'm glad that there's so many people that found a new appreciation for Animal Crossing, where New Horizons was their first one. Like, let's not gatekeep. It's just a pixel animal game. Let's not be gatekeeping. That's rude. I mean, I did start playing on GameCube, but like, nobody's superior for playing longer than somebody else. Like, it's just a Nintendo game. It's not that deep. Let's not gatekeep. You know what I mean? No, you're good? Okay, cool. So you didn't know me. I just get confused sometimes. I'm just doing random things in the meantime. So I'm trying to let time pass while that gets made into cloth. Because I want to make a shirt to match the skirt that I made. And if it makes it into another skirt, I'm going to be low-key kind of mad. I'm gonna go do that, and then, actually, no, I could do this now. I wanna check over the community center again. By the way, if anybody has not liked the stream, you should. I would appreciate it. I used to have a 3DS, but then I sold it because I was not playing it, and if I knew about Animal Crossing back then, I would not have. But that's okay. There's some people, not as many people anymore because of New Horizons and Happy Home Paradise, but there's some people that still play it. The only thing is, unfortunately, you can't really play with other people on New Leaf anymore unless you have it on local. Like, I think you can still play it on local. Maybe. I know Pufferfish is summertime, so I can't do that. Red Snapper is in the fall, specifically when it's raining. I don't like when people dismiss Animal Crossing as a game, or kids or for girls, even though they've never tried it. Same. Like, anybody can play it. It's for everybody. Let's not be gatekeepy. That's a whole thing I could rant on, but I do not want to rant right now. All you need to know is that when people gatekeep like that, it makes me really upset. It's really just unnecessary, you know? Like, let's not behave like that. Let people enjoy things. This keeps reminding me, I need to get a pet pig, because that's the only way that I'm going to get a truffle. But I think they're just expensive. Like, I think last time we looked it up, and it was like, I think like 16,000 gold, which would be worth it, because I need it. So should I save up for the pet pig first? Or the house upgrade? You're rude. I say that, but I've romanced her before. It's still not done yet? Wow. When Fae Garden or... Oh, you mean Fae Farm? Yeah, Fae Farm is coming out, like, sometime within, like, the first, part of the year. It's gonna be in the springtime. They just haven't, like, set a specific date yet, because I think they're still working on finalizing some stuff. But for sure, I'll be streaming it. I feel like that's gonna be much more of a stream game rather than, like, a video series. Like, I feel like it'd be kind of hard to make it into a series. But for sure, I want to stream it. ACH brought so many people... who never played it before, including me, which is awesome. Like, I think it's such a wonderful, wholesome game. It's one of those games that I feel like can be a very nice one to play to cope, whether, like, maybe you're really stressed out, maybe you're going through something in your personal life. Like, I just think it's such a wonderful game, and I think the more people that play it, the better. It also, since it came out during the pandemic, it brought a lot of people close together. And I don't know, I just think it's a really lovely game, and I think the more people play it, you know, the better. It seems so fun. I'm excited for it because, you know me, I love a good cozy farming sim, or cozy in general, farming sims as well. But I think it's especially nice whenever a creator of a farming sim, aside from the farming aspect, tries to put their own unique spin on it instead of trying to be like super copy and paste. I don't remember what it was called, but I saw this game that came out a long time ago, and I swear it was like they tried to copy and paste Stardew, but made the bare minimum amount of differences to make it where it wasn't the exact same. But you could tell that it was pretty copy and paste, and I was like, you're not subtle. Like, if you're just a big fan of Stardew and don't want to be creative, then you should, you know, not be making that game. Not me throwing shade, but it's true. Welcome back to the stream, Creasy. Like, I really am all about farming sims. I love them so much, but if you're gonna make one, make sure you put some kind of your own spin or twist on it. Instead of copying somebody else's work, like, let's not do that. That's rude. I think what I'll do before I save this day is, I need to go get my wood out of my storage, but I want to fix the fencing for both of the coops, because it's not cute. It looks a little ridiculous. Let's fix that. But you see what I mean, right? Like, directly copying and pasting what somebody else's work was is really rude. It's normally humid here today. It's not super humid for us, surprisingly, but it's weirdly really hot today. For a while it did stay really cold, but then it randomly got warm again, and I'm really mad about it. So I was loving the cold weather, and then the outside, I guess, just got a lot of audacity suddenly for whatever unknown reason. There we go. I guess I could keep it like that. It's not that bad. I'm worried about letting the animals out by accident while I fix it. I'd rather just be like that same line again like before, but I'm just really worried about letting the animals out. My brother got it before, so I saw him play Animal Crossing and wanted to play it, so I spent weeks trying to get a Switch, but it was sold out. But then in May 2020, I got my Switch, and Animal Crossing was my first game. Animal Crossing New Horizons was the first game I bought on my Switch, but it wasn't necessarily the first Animal Crossing game. But regardless, though, I'm glad that you're able to find it and have access to it and play it, because Animal Crossing is a wonderful game, given I do get burnt out on it more easily than I used to, but I still love it, like, no matter what. I just have to play it less if I get burnt out, otherwise I'll go insane. There. I successfully got rid of that part without them escaping. Perfect. I should turn my fan on. You should. Maybe that would help coping with the humidity. I wish I could use the fan in my room. Like, we've got like an overhead fan, but it broke almost right away whenever we moved in, and it's just never worked since. Low-key part of me is like scared of whenever I like have to like change the light bulbs and everything, or whenever we would try and mess it, see if we could make the fan work again. And I say that because this happened a few years ago. My sister is fine, by the way. But she was in her room, and randomly the little pole that like holds up the ceiling fan came crashing down, and it just was on her bed. And thankfully she wasn't in the bed at the time, but the idea of that scares me. She was totally fine. All of her stuff was okay, but the ceiling fan and the pole that it was attached to just came crashing down for some reason. Just trying to do like a little bit of like visual like stuff around the farm. Just make it look a bit prettier. It looks a little too cluttered around the coops, and I don't like it. It's 32 degrees here. According to my computer, it's 70 degrees. Which I'm not happy about, by the way. I wish it was colder again. I'm so mad that it got warm. I almost threw away the fencing. Wow. Gonna be honest, I have that same fear too of me just chilling in my room and the ceiling fan falling on me while it's on. It happens. I mean, I don't know how common it is, but it happens. So I think that's a very valid fear. Like, I don't think that's irrational whatsoever. Hello? I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to put it next to the other one. Rude. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Now I think I need to delete a part of it again and then make the actual gate. There we go. I'll put the gate right there. Perfect. Now it doesn't look as atrocious. It's been cold since yesterday, starting to feel like winter. Before, for some reason, like we were getting a weird amount of rain for winter for us. I feel like we get a lot of our rain in the summer, mainly due to hurricane season. But we really had a lot of rain for the winter time, and that kept bringing on a lot of cold fronts and generally colder temperatures. But now it's just like warm and humid again, and I'm very unhappy about it. Okay, so today's objectives: take care of the animal. Make sure I actually would make the shirt this time because I kind of forgot to. Hopefully just make a pair of pants. I mean, I just want it to be something cute. I mean, I guess if it makes pants, then it's fine. I just would rather have a shirt because I got a skirt last time. Wait, where's Maru? Did I miss her? Where is she? She's not in her little bedroom area. Where'd she go? Maybe she went to town. I can't live somewhere where it's hot all year. I need 4 seasons. I mean, it is generally pretty hot here, unfortunately. But the temperatures will change. Just probably not as often as you'd like. Like, you probably wouldn't like the weather here. Our summers are pretty hot and humid. August is our hottest month, and then our coldest month is usually February. And then we have hurricane season several months of the year. Why do the chickens not want me to go in there? Like, they're like gatekeeping their realm. Oh, she's about the recycle bin. Okay, thank you. By the way, welcome to the stream, Ben. And see, Maru, sweetie. Literally. I mean, sometimes the characters do just go to town, but I just assume that she was somewhere else. What was she doing just now? What was that face? I think every season has 28 days. I get mixed up though, because I swear sometimes it feels like they end on the 27th. Regardless, we're just gonna like try to skip through today because I'm getting low on patience. I want it to be summer already. I'm so excited to finally complete that one section of the community center. I just need literally like 10 different crops, which sounds like a lot, but it's literally just 2 sections. 5 gold star melons and 5 gold star corn. That's it. So saying 10 crops sounds like a lot, but it's really not. I haven't been petting these animals as much lately, and I feel kind of bad about it. Maybe that's why they've not been giving me as many eggs. In fact, yeah, that probably is why. Let me just like pet them real quick. There we go. Now they're happier. Welcome back to the stream, Megs. Watch Animal Crossing in multiple save files. Same. I mean, even though it upsets me, I feel like I kind of understand why they don't have it where you can have multiple islands on one Switch. Like, it's definitely a money thing. Because if they allow people to have multiple islands on one Switch, they wouldn't make as much money. So that's why they make you buy separate Switches and separate games to be able to do that. So like, from a money and business standpoint, I feel like I get it. But as a consumer, it's super annoying. Okay, let me just go sell all of this, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a shirt. Hello. I felt like my character glitched for a second. Did you guys see that? I love whenever I go into the cave and it's just empty. And by the way, you guys, if you could check out my mods, that would make me very happy. Thank you so much. And speaking of the mods, I haven't done the mod love command yet today. I'll save one piece of wool and put it into this little spinner, so that way if it does give me another pair of pants, then I'll have another piece of cloth to back it up. Also somewhat close to 400. Okay, let me pull up your link again. Hold on. I say again because I think I did it the other day too. My computer's been a little bit slower lately. I'm pretty sure it's because I need to free up storage space again. That happens whenever it gets full. Because I think you were something about like 24. I hope you get there soon. We want the next Animal Crossing game to have or bring back. In terms of like bringing something but like having it be a newer feature, I have always loved the idea of whenever we play it, whenever you like get there and like you make your character and everything, like in that starting up screen, if you get to choose what kind of terrain you have, like you can choose between having a town, an island, or like what kind of land specifically, etc. I think that would be wonderful, and it's a new level of customization that we haven't really had yet. I just think it'd be really cool. In terms of bringing back features, I think they should bring back stuff like Main Street. So when I'm referring to by Main Street, in New Leaf they had Main Street. It's basically you go up there, it's like kind of up above where your town was, and you had Club LOL, you had Tom Nook's store, you had Timmy and Tommy's store, the clothing store, Kick's store. Like all the stores were up in one center on Main Street, and I just thought it was a really cool concept. No, I don't want another skirt. I don't want the skirt. I put a duck egg on there. Let's see what kind of shirt it gives me from a duck egg. Interesting. I don't know what this is. A green jacket shirt. What happens if I put this flower on there to change the color of it? No. Give me a different color, please. Please give me a different color. Wow, okay. You're wrong for that, Stardew Valley. We not self-promote talk, but since when did I 50 subs already? Oh, it really? I didn't know. Congratulations. As you guys know, for the mods, I gave them direct consent to have their own commands and use their own commands periodically. My only thing is, in regards to the self-promotion rule, it's definitely against the rules if I have not already given you direct consent, or if I didn't just tell you that day, like, hey, like, let's set it up, and I started talking about it. Like, doing it randomly without asking first is considered really, really rude, I feel like. Does that make sense? If I need to re-clarify, let me know. Okay, the outfit is actually kind of cute, but the shoes just, like, don't match whatsoever. It's fine, though. We can be a mismatched baddie. It's fine. Who's your Animal Crossing YouTuber you started watching? I feel like it's been a little too long to remember exactly. For example, if you're a new viewer and want to say, please sub my channel for free Robux, that's really, yeah. Or if like you've never been here before and you come in here directly expecting like a shout out or something automatically, that's definitely considered rude. I feel like Lexi was second. I don't remember my first though. That's fine. I feel like it was a long time ago. Like I feel like it was too long though to really remember. There's also just so many people that I subscribe to that I would have a really hard time pinpointing it. Okay, yeah. Definitely they were giving me less eggs because I wasn't petting them as much. So I just pet them yesterday in the game and they just gave me a bunch of eggs. I wish I could dye the color of the shoes, so that if they could just be green or something, that would be wonderful. And first either Crossing Channel or Koromora, I remember I came from my first YouTube raid. I feel like it was Shiver that also came from a raid too. I don't think Libra did though. Libra I've known the longest, but that's just because we already knew each other from a different community. Like before I even started making content. That was because I used to mod for Fairy Queens and I knew him from there. I can't shear the sheep yet because they don't have enough wool for that. Oh, should YouTube tell you when you subscribe to someone? Oh, you mean like the date? That would be cool, but I feel like maybe they just have so many users online that it might be harder than it sounds. Excuse me. Literally none of my animals have milk. So rude. I always let the other animals out. I don't know why I don't let these ones out. I was born from a raid. I was born on Mars, actually. No, but actually, for some reason, if I was to say I was born from a different planet, I would say Jupiter. And the only reason I say Jupiter is because in astrology, my chart ruler is Jupiter. Chart rulers are low-key kind of hard to figure out, though. Let me see if I have anything else to dye the clothes with, because I don't know. I like the shirt. I feel like it matches the bow, but it doesn't look the best with the skirt. Okay, I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna nap. Good night. Good night, Sophia. Hope you enjoy your lurk. Wait, do I have another pink shirt over there? I swear I just saw one for like a second. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this. Okay, this would look really good with the skirt then. Perfect, that's cuter. Okay, I think I have some geodes I've been needing crafting, so like to be a bit productive today, I'm gonna find all the geodes that need to be crafted and take them to go to Clint's shop. Do I have any more? I swear I thought I had more than that. Something else I should do today, since I'm going to be the second that summer starts, I'm going to be focusing so hard on a lot of farming stuff to make sure I can get those gold star crops. Something else I should do though is upgrade one of my other tools. And which one should it be? I feel like I could go, you know how it takes a couple of days for the tools to be worked on fully? I feel like I should upgrade my scythe, because I feel like I'd be fine without it for a little while. I need to get another fishing rod too. What do you guys think? I forgot that I could use the mine cart. I don't know why I walked all the way over here. Wow, 2 rocks. Thank you so much for the rocks. In fact, yeah, I don't want to waste the day necessarily, so I'm going to be productive. Since I didn't get anything out of the geodes, I'm going to see what it's going to cost me to get a new fishing rod, because I should get a new one. Time to treat yourself. I IRL cannot treat myself at the moment. I want to, though. I am still so unbelievably tempted to get Disney Dreamlight Valley on PC, even though I already have it on Switch. It shows my cat hates whistling. Why? You never hit rocks in Animal Crossing? It's a rock! Thanks! When I first played this game for the first time, I didn't know how to open your geodes, so I kept selling them. I would, like, hoard them before I would take them to Clint. It's gonna be expensive, but the next upgrade from a fiberglass rod, which is what I have right now, is an iridium rod. And I feel like it would be a worthy investment. I might regret this in the future because I have other things I want to pay for at the moment, like another house upgrade and a pet pig, at least one pig. But I'm going to buy this and then make it future me's problem. not Elliot exposing me for almost never talking to the characters. That's something that I feel like is going to be super challenging for me for this run. I mean, I know like it's something that could technically be put off until later if I wanted to. I'm just so bad about remembering to talk to the other characters. It's a problem. Oh no, we whistled and she didn't like it and tried to bite my nose. Luna's been extra feisty lately and has been scratching Ben a lot for some reason. And I just realized if my character's bow was more of like a pinkish color, like a coral color, then they would be dressed up like Blossom from the Powerpuff Girls. Actually, I'm gonna check to see if the cave has any fruit and I'll save. No fruit, wow, okay. I might be remembering wrong, but I feel like somewhere in my storage I have some melon seeds saved up. I'm not really sure. I'll check. Oh, no, but I do already, I have a bit of a head start. I've got 2 gold star corns. I only need to make sure I get 3 out of the set of crops. Let's see, do I have melon seeds? I swear, I do have melon seeds. Okay, good, good, good. I've got those and the 2 gold star corns. So we have a really good head start. There's a very good chance we get this easily completed and therefore finish that section of the community center and get the greenhouse today. I gargled warm salt water and I'm eating chicken noodles, so I hope my throat is gonna feel... Wait, feel what? I don't know what that is. It's the first day of summer though. I'm so excited. Are you sure you didn't get a heat stroke? Thanks. I'll try not to. I have to go back in and put some of my stuff in storage. I've been playing Wildflowers a lot. I'm addicted. I wanted that game too. I want that one a lot actually. It just sounds like something I would like. I mean, better tomorrow. Okay, I was like, for that, I like understood everything except the last 2 words. I was like, come again? Well, thank you for the water reminder. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna check on the animals as I always do, and then go and go to Pierre's. By the way, I realized yesterday was Sunday, and I forgot to listen to the cooking channel, so shame on me. They almost escaped again. Did you guys see that? I swear they're always trying to escape now. These ones, however, are much more well-behaved. Alright, they've got plenty of food, so I don't have to worry about that. Let me just pet the other animals. There we go. Okay, they're all clustered in one spot, so I'm not gonna bother with that because since they're all like in one area, I can't really do anything. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna take a break from Wildflowers and play another game. Something exciting happens, I have to find out more. That's me lately, but with Disney Dreamlight Valley. Alright, so let's go get some seeds. I don't have to worry about locating specific forages. Like, I'll sell them if I find them. And I'm not like super worried about it this time around just because I've already donated those like to the community center like forever ago, I'm pretty sure. Not even I'm pretty sure. I know I did. Because that was like one of the first things that I did for every season was the forageables. I have a question. Is mango habanero sweet heat or is it more spicy like at Wingstop? I haven't tried it from other places, but from Wingstop, I would say it's somehow both. Like whenever you bite into it, it's like the first few seconds, it's like a bit more the sweetness, but then very, very quickly the spice kicks in and it's like an intense spice. Especially if they're in one of those moods where the employees just like drench it in the sauce. Sometimes there's not as much sauce, other times it's like totally soaked. Got a bunch of corn. I know I already have melon seeds at home, but I'm gonna get like a bit more just in case. And I love how I said a bit and then I got 20 seeds. And because blueberries are just so good for profit in general, I'm gonna get some blueberries as well. There we go. Do we need anything else while I'm here? The red cabbage seeds! I need to get those right now. So I have to donate that too. Because they're more expensive, I'm assuming they'd be good for profit. Because I feel like at least most of the time in a game like this, if the seeds are more expensive, there's a good chance that they'll sell for good money. So I'm gonna get a lot of that actually. So now I am very broke, but it's fine. It'd be like that. What crops do you grow in your greenhouse? I plant blueberries. I haven't had the greenhouse in a while. And if I've had it before, don't get me wrong, I just say that because I tend to make farms a lot and then delete them randomly. But the last that I had one, I think I just put ancient fruit in there, I think. I feel like blueberries, though, would be a really good one, too. So since I've got all the scarecrows, I feel like I should put my melons in corn nearby because those are just extra important right now. By the way, I feel like I haven't asked yet. Do you have a specific character that you like to romance? That's if you like romancing, because no worries if you don't. I feel like not everybody does that part of the game, which is totally valid, because we all play differently, and that's okay. But I was curious, do you have any specific characters that you like to romance? For me, my favorite's always been Abigail. I know a lot of people like her, but still. I've got a lot of rare crows, so I think I'll put all the melons over here and then put all the corns a bit closer to my animals. I have more melon seeds inside, okay. I forgot to plant the cauliflower seeds in the springtime. Shame on me. Okay, there's so many trees right here. After I take care of the seeds, with whatever energy I have left, I'm gonna chop down some more of those because it's insane. And I do have a sprinkler right here, so I'm gonna move that soon. Hello, Betty Crossing, welcome to the stream. By the way, you guys, while Shiver's doing that, I'm also going to get Sophia and Cariss's commands. I only romanced Elliot, and now Sam in my new save file wants to romance Sebastian. I did a speedrun series once on my channel where I romanced Sebastian. You probably don't see any, like, currently on my channel, and that's because it was kind of a long time ago. But there is a playlist full of all the episodes if you're interested. Some of them are also just unlisted. For me, the only reason I wouldn't consider romancing Elliot, I would consider romancing everybody else at some point, but the only reason I wouldn't romance Elliot is because I know somebody in my personal life with that name, so it would just make it really weird for me. Like, we're friends, and it just would make it really, really strange for me. within Stardew, but eventually I have a goal to where even if those files end up getting deleted, I have a goal where I romance every character at least once, or maybe I at least attempt to. I might craft some scarecrows to put by these, because my corn seeds are very important to me at the moment. At the start of my greenhouse, I planted blueberries and strawberries, and then when I unlocked more fruits, I planted the cactus fruits and ancient fruit, but a tip, you can plant the fruit trees along the outside. I have a big goal to have fruit trees eventually. I just don't have them yet, but I want to. I also just feel like, along with them being a functional item on your farm, they're just really pretty. Especially the peach trees. Sebastian is hard to romance because he's not out a lot. I might have to use Sam to get to Sebastian. That was the really, really hard part for me too. Like, trying to access him to simply just talk to him and give him a present was super annoying up until I got the bare minimum of 2 hearts. Because once you get to the 2 hearts, you can actually go in his room. But that first part, before I got the 2 hearts, was really annoying. It was worth it though. I've heard that he's actually considered one of the best people to marry in the game. And I'm saying this allegedly because I haven't really noticed anything for myself, but a lot of people say it's because he keeps his personality the most out of everybody else. Then I've got to plant my blueberries and the red cabbage seeds. Oh, was that it? Okay. Well, I guess I can put a scarecrow in between and then add the blueberries around over here. I've never romanced Shane or Alex. It's funny that you say that because my mod Libra, his 2 favorites are Shane and Alex. Okay, what do I need to put a scarecrow again? Actually, I guess I don't have to because I've got these 2 rare crows right here, so I could just move one of them or both of them. There we go. And then I'll till the soil around it for the sake of the blueberries. Oh, Emily and Abigail. If you guys haven't heard about it already, there's this theory in the Stardew Valley lore that Abigail is actually the wizard's daughter. And they say that because there's this little piece of dialogue that you can find. It's kind of hard to find, but there's this piece of dialogue where Abigail says that she never has to dye her hair because it just always stays purple somehow. And the wizard is the only character in the game that also has purple hair. So people think that the wizard is her actual dad. What do you guys think about that? Honestly, even if I don't end up finishing my spring Christmas time by the 25th, I'm just going to continue working on it. I feel like that's how it should be. Like, who cares if you go past a certain season by a little bit to finish an island? You can literally always time travel to keep the island looking like it's in a certain season. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it shouldn't be too important. Like, that's the whole benefit of time traveling. I think I'm going to try and craft some extra sprinklers tomorrow because I'm going to need them. It'll also just be too time consuming to water all of these. Emily has interesting cutscenes. I haven't tried romancing her yet, but to be honest, like, I was low-key mad about it at first, but at this point, it's like just kind of just a meme. Like, I'm not that upset about it legitimately. So for context, the very first farm I ever had was a co-op farm with my boyfriend Ben, and I think it was because at some point he gave her like a few presents or something, but she started like flirting with him, and it made me mad. But I will try romancing her eventually. I just haven't yet. I forgot if I checked in my animals, but I guess I did. And thank you for the water reminder. There's also a spring core island. I just replaced all the Christmas items with spring items. Why not? You could also make it split themed. Like maybe like if you wanted to, like the top could be like super spring themed and the bottom could be like Christmassy. Although it's so funny how the other day we were talking about a gimmick to get more viewers. One of your videos, someone said they recognize you from being a pickle. That was iconic. I mean, surprisingly, I feel like that didn't garner as much attention as I thought it might have, just because you don't see somebody in a pickle costume on a stream every day, but I still had fun that stream, and that's literally the important thing. Like, I had a good time, everybody else did, and that's what counts. By the way, is there a chance we could get the likes up on the stream? I would appreciate it. Liking the stream is free. It's very easy. Fun fact, you click the like button, the number goes up. It's true. Pickle emote, Lexi. I do have the pickle emote. Speaking of the emotes, there's channel memberships available. Just more than just this presence. Emily was flirting with you on that file, and I'm convinced of it. I think that's literally all that happened, though, was like you gave her something at some point, and then because of how the game works, it was like, oh, okay, like you're trying to romance this character. Ben, you see this? I swear, trees swallow this farm every time. And by the way, yes, I will get some sprinklers made today. Do not yell at me for that. Hello, Blue Flames. Welcome to the stream. She was 100%. It's okay. I mean, it did like low-key bother me at first, but like now it's genuinely just funny to me. It's like we don't really play on that file anyways, mainly because Joe Jamar overtook the community center. Put down some pathing. Where should I put it though? Because I've got like fencing around each of the coops, but where should I put the pathing? Because this little part right here is just covered by my stuff. Heck yeah, what does it cost to just make like the basic sprinkler? I forgot. I don't know if I have enough to make a whole bunch of them, but I want to make at least a few today. I put it down all over, got tired of those trees. Which pathing did you use? Because there's like a few different kinds. Ben, by the way, if you're still here, this was really funny earlier. I don't think you saw this part, but basically, for context, I named one of the chickens after my mod, Sophia, and Sophia the chicken escaped the coop and was running all over the farm, and I had to like put them in timeout with some wooden fencing so they wouldn't escape. I made a farm of my own and I'm really proud of it. I am still so happy that they, before I finish that sentence, I gotta go see if I can get a hold of the train. But I'm so happy that they added farming like that into Animal Crossing. That was such a good idea, and I'm just very grateful that they did that. Oh, and there was another thing I wanted to ask you guys about while I was streaming today, if you don't mind. I probably won't catch the train, but I want to try. So you see in the top right corner of the screen, I have that little event list that shows like maybe people that recently subscribed or like donated, etc. Like that's where that kind of stuff appears. So I do love the idea of being able to credit other people that have subscribed, donated, etc. I love being able to credit them for that. However, I feel like having that in the corner, it tends to cover a lot of things, and I feel like it doesn't look very good doing that. So should I or should I not try to come up with something else that I could have as like a screen overlay to give credit to those people? Because like I still want to for like the live stream, which is what I'm on right now. But I feel like it doesn't look that cute, and it kind of bothers me how on Stardew Valley screens you can't really see the thing that's supposed to go in the corner. Imagine if I was put the mods of you in timeout. Imagine if I just put all of you in timeout. I wouldn't do that. JK, unless. I'm kidding. You guys think so? I think I should too, but like I don't know what I would change to. Because at one point I had it where it was just literally text at the top of the screen, but I didn't get the right ratio of like how dark the text should be, how thick it should be, etc. But maybe I could try that again. So if I can get the right size font, get it to be dark enough, etc. I feel like that would be better because then it wouldn't really cover things as much. In fact, yeah, it's like low-key bothering me, so I'm gonna go ahead and like take it off. Well, if you do, you would run the risk of stream having bots and would just be trying to get rid of them. What do you mean? That's not what I was talking about. I meant like the event list in the corner, the gray thing in the corner. I deleted that because it was covering stuff a lot of the time and it started to annoy me. So I'm gonna come up with something else that I can do to put credit on the screen for people that have subscribed and or donated, whatever it is that happens. Yeah, it looks so much better now. I don't know why I put it in that corner. Oh, we meant to the comment time. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Maybe every time someone subs or donates whatever, then it's a screen that pops up for like 5 to 10 seconds that shows the latest sub big donator things like in that corner. I don't know. I think I might go back to what I did before where I tried to put text at the top, but I'll change the way that I set it up so that way it's easier to read and it stands out more. Why did you order a pizza? I mean, what toppings did you get, but why did you order a pizza? So my goal for my island is to flatten the river and cliffs in the game gives... Oh, the cliffs the game gives you. I read that kind of weird and I thought like it meant that you were getting something else in the game. Flattening the island is so... Any island in general is really time consuming. I don't like doing it. I'm hoping to be more open to it someday though. I just find it super annoying. In the meantime, since I'm waiting on those to develop, what else can I do? Oh yeah, I should go around and look for some forageables to sell. I have to wait for those bars to be made so that way I can use them to make sprinklers. Well, actually, I don't think I have enough iron ore to make more iron bars, and I was hoping to make 2 to 3 sprinklers today, so maybe I should go and get some iron ore. This right here, I've heard that people pronounce it differently. I say query. I've heard that some people say quarry. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. We'll get some extra stone wool in here because it is pretty important for crafting. I put Stitch's house next to my house, as you should. Speaking of, have you spoken to Lord Stitches lately? Fancy pepperoni or something? But how could pepperoni be fancy? That's what I want to know. I think I'm gonna go back to the farm in a second since it's probably done by now or like about to be done. I haven't actually played in the quarry mines. I have not. I feel like I have before, but it's been a hot minute. And he has punished his subjects. I mean, you know, you do what you gotta do. Ben's probably seeing that and is like, what are you talking about? I have not been in here in a hot minute. And today's not going to be that day. Okay, yeah. It's definitely done now, so I should go back to the farm. I'm so excited for like the next couple of days because once those crops grow, and I swear, if I bought all of those and then none of them give me gold star crops, I'm going to be low-key really salty. I decided not to spend that much money just to not get any gold star crops out of it. And yeah, it is pretty hard. I'm gonna sell the berries that I got and then make a sprinkler, put it down, and then I might just save after that, to be honest. Did you use fertilizer? No, but I have some. The main thing is right now is the corn seeds, the melon seeds, and then the red cabbage seeds. So I finally got a hold of those, And I was thinking I might have to buy a red cabbage from the traveling cart if I could get a hold of some. But no, I found the seeds, so I'm just going to do that. Since the blueberries aren't as vitally important right now, I mean, they sell for good money, but they aren't necessarily as important. Actually, where should I put this? I might go ahead and move this rare crow so I can put the sprinkler there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then the rare crow can go like right here. Perfect. That's how you get more gold stars. Okay, well I do have some fertilizer, so I'll do that. I'll probably use it on the melons though, and I'm saying that because I don't remember when I got these, but I somehow had set aside 2 gold star corn, so I'm not as worried about those. It's mainly the melons that I'm concerned about. Yeah, I've got a bunch of fertilizer. My friend and I last New Year's had balloons on each other, said we wrote things we want in the new year and things we don't want in the new year, and we popped the balloon. I feel like I love the idea of that, but I wouldn't enjoy actually doing it. I say that because the sound of a popping balloon makes me anxious and it hurts my ears. But like, it sounds like a fun idea. The reason I'm doing it like one by one instead of clicking and dragging, like running around, is because I only want it on certain crops. So make sure to put on some of the corn to ensure I'll get enough. And then these were all my melon seeds were, so I'm gonna put some on the melon seeds. Must have added before planting, then I'll buy more melon seeds tomorrow. I have to be able to guarantee that I will get some gold star ones. And then since tomorrow's Wednesday, I need to make sure that I listen to the cooking channel. I already have 2 sprinklers over here. Maybe I should try and find a place for a second one to be over here, so that way there's 2 on each side. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice one of the melon seeds just for having another sprinkler. There we go. Hold on a second. I do polls like this sometimes to encourage the likes to go up. So I was hoping that we could get to maybe like, if possible, like a bit over 10 today. And I'm saying like a lower number like that because I know generally Stardew streams aren't necessarily as popular on my channel. The thing I don't like is when you put something in the bin and then another thing and you get the first item back. I did that a lot within like my first, like when I say first year, I mean like first real life year of playing the game. Because I just would click so fast to get things done over and I'd be like, wait, I needed that item and then I just couldn't get it back. I for real keep forgetting to chop down those trees. Somebody needs to remind me. And thank you for the like command, I appreciate it. The reason you'll hear creators talk about that a lot is because not only is liking their stream or their videos free, it also shows the algorithm that's worth pushing out to other people. So it's definitely super appreciated by creators. Some flower seeds put by the bee house to like get some special honey. I mean, I feel like it doesn't sell for too much more than normal honey, but I think it sells for more. I'm not gonna do a poll for. I think I'm just gonna ask directly into the chat. I always do it for Stardew Valley streams, but for the raid, I'm guessing that we should probably go ahead and look for a Stardew stream to raid. And I guess if I don't find one that, you know, with the community and chat that I approve of, then I could send you guys to an Animal Crossing stream. What do you guys think? Should we do that? It's not time for a raid yet, but like whenever we get there, would that be good? Marina keeps asking me on my phone, it's annoying. I remember that happened to us like constantly a while back. I'm so sorry. That's gotta be really annoying. I hope it gets fixed for you soon. You think so? I feel like it'd be a good idea. Like generally, I feel like that's what I should do. I mean, sometimes I just do a poll and I go with whatever wins. But I do feel like it's a good rule of thumb whenever I'm streaming something not Animal Crossing to just try to find a stream of that same game, and then if I can't, do Animal Crossing as a backup idea. And the only reason that one's the backup is because I know a lot of people that subscribe to me like Animal Crossing in general to watch, but a lot of them also play it. So, I don't know, I just feel like it's a good backup idea. And bye, Betty Crossan, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I keep wanting to make some of the milk into cheese. I need to be better about that. So many animal noises right now. I promise I was not chopping the animals. I was trying to chop those plants and that piece of wood that were in the way. Okay, before I keep letting myself forget, let me just chop down some of these trees. I feel like I can't see anything and they're also just cluttering my entire farm. Like if I could just clear all, it's gonna take a while, but if I could clear all this excessive wood and trees, etc. right here, I would have so much more room for crops. So let's fix that. I can't wait to watch your stream and snuggle with hot cocoa. Hot chocolate sounds good. I might make some after the stream. Off the top of your head, does anybody happen to know like roughly how much the fruit trees cost in Stardew Valley? And if so, do you happen to know which one is the cheapest? I feel like they might all be the same size though. The size, price, excuse me. Well, I guess I could just look it up on the wiki. I'm just trying to, as fast as I can, chop down a bunch of these trees so I can have more space. I can make some receipt. After chopping down just like some of them, I already have so much more farming space and I can actually see now. For a little bit longer, and then I can do the rest either later on in the stream or sometime next time that I play. I just really desperately needed to clear some space. And by the way, don't I have a crafting recipe for like some speed grow or something? I'm just saying that 'cause I'm low-key impatient. I really would like somehow love to have those crops ready so we can give them to the community. So that'd be so cool. I think I still have my oak resin. Deluxe speed grow ×5, or like means like you have 5 of them. 1 oak resin and 1 coral. Don't I have oak resin that's like still waiting for me somewhere? No, that's pine tar, I think. I do! It'd be extra cool if I had a spare bottle up here. but I don't. Wait, I have this kind of speed grow. Oh yeah, while I'm over here, let me just watch the rerun of the Queen of the Sauce. So I put some over there, and then I needed to put some over here too. It's already fertilized? Oh, dang it. So I'll put some on these ones then. And then I want to go and find a piece of coral on the beach. That way I can craft that with the oak resin and make like the extra special speed grow. I don't know, we're just doing all the fertilizer right now because I need the best possible chances of getting the gold star crops. I just was looking at the copper ore I was carrying. Do you guys remember that one time I accidentally gave Maru the copper ore and it was really embarrassing? Because I think I just was holding it and I guess I forgot or something and then I gave it to her. Alright, there we go. Hey, I'm back. Sorry my internet had been a pain tonight, but I don't feel like going downstairs in the basement to reset it. I wouldn't either, to be honest. I don't blame you. It's not your fault though, it's okay. Like, I know, like, if you could, like, fix it without having to get up, you would. Yes, I was thinking about that earlier, actually. That was so funny though. I mean, I was mad for, like, a few minutes, to be honest, but it's funny looking back, so it's okay. I mean, hopefully I can get those gold star crops before I end the stream. I don't know if it'll be realistic and have it happen that way though, but I would love for that to happen. That would be amazing. For some reason, this one didn't get watered. I don't know why. And I did do that. I was shook at my own decisions. Because, like, yeah, it was an accident, but it could have easily been prevented. So. I put a lot of fertilizer down today, so I'm excited to see what my crops look like whenever it's the next day. That was my knuckles, by the way, if you couldn't see my hand. Hello, Maru. I feel like we're working on LC tonight. I'll be thinking of you. I love her. I need to chop these trees too, because they're like super in my way right now. I was at Dollar Tree and they had a whole little section of cheese and jams and jelly and stuff to make a whole... That word is hard to pronounce, but I don't know what you mean. I love charcuterie boards though, they're good. Hello Liv, welcome to the stream. I don't feel like going downstairs, but I got an ice cream sandwich. Valid. They probably exist somewhere, to be honest. If it doesn't, it should. You know what would be good, though? Is a Reese's ice cream sandwich. That would be really, really good. I know realistically, I probably won't get the crops that I'm really, really wanting by the end of the stream, but it would just be such a fun way to end the stream with giving them to the community center and therefore getting the greenhouse. I can't believe the year is almost over. I know, right? I feel like simultaneously, 2022 felt really, really slow, but really, really, really fast at the same time. Best way I can explain it. Oh, I'm on year 3. I feel like, though, with that being said, sometimes in year 3, people might have made more progress than me. I just get distracted a lot. That's a big issue. But for me, the way that I play the games and the pace that I play them, I feel like this is the most I've completed and the fastest I've completed stuff on a farm on my own. Because I do play co-op a lot with my boyfriend. Oops. Not me watering, just the dirt. Oh, you're good. Everyone plays differently. Thank you for being respectful about it. I appreciate it because I've had people pop into stream before to be curious about like how, like what year I'm on, like what progress I made, etc. And then they were a bit rude about how I haven't made like the same amount of progress as somebody else. Like I play a little slower and I also get distracted a lot. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. Like, you know, we can all play differently. Let's be nice to one another. Alright, so what makes a New Year's resolution or not really? Not really, and I say that because I feel like I have a really hard time sticking to them. Unless it's like super, super small things, then like maybe, but like I never make resolutions for big stuff because I feel like I just can't stay committed to it. I might go and get some extra hay today because I feel like they might run out soon. I wish I played more co-op, but I don't know anyone who plays Valley. The only person I play with in real life is with Ben. I mean, briefly, I made one with my cousin, and then briefly with my mod Libra, but that was about it. And I didn't really play much on those. I feel like I should make some more cheese presses. Maybe I could do that too. And we all have our own paces, like criticizing someone in math for not knowing calculus all because they're struggling in that class. That's another really big thing that I feel like I see a lot of. Like, let people do things at their own pace. Everyone's different. There's no need to be criticizing other people. Wait a second. I went all the way down there and I didn't even milk the other animals. What am I doing? I came all the way back over here and my goat didn't have milk. Wait, no, actually, no, I do know why, because they did have milk, but I already had gotten it. I forgot, I guess. Oopsies. Sorry. I want someone to come and help on my main farm while I'm on the island. That's how, like, he and I would play, kind of. Like, I did a lot of, like, the stuff on the farm. Like, I would make sure the animals were taken care of. I would, like, we would split the responsibilities of the community center. And then he did, like, a lot of the mining. Like, we would, like, split all the responsibilities. That way things could get done a bit faster. Because when you're playing by yourself, you can only do so much at once. And there's only so much time in the day to get things done. Where is it? Did I just... Okay. I lost it for a second. I was like, where is the wool that I just sheared? Let me just put all this back. I don't know why I'm hoarding, like, all of this. I think I'm gonna sell some of the stuff that I'm hoarding, because I don't know why I am. Actually, I think I had some of this set aside for, like, energy boosters and health boosters for the mine, so I should keep some small portion of it, but I don't feel like I need to hoard this much of it, realistically. Yeah, because I always play for hours and hours in real life, and then I get so tired forgetting what I'm doing. Do you ever just get like really into one task? Let's say, just for example, that maybe it's fishing, you get really into fishing for a little bit, and you're like, oh wait, actually, like 2 in-game weeks ago, I needed to donate this thing, and now there's like no time for it. Because I do that. And then I have to wait like a whole year to be able to do it again. I need to be stopped. I've got to go. Bye, bye, Tracy. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Actually, let me not sell the apple because I think I need to have a couple of apples for something in the community center. A lot of the stuff that's on the bulletin board is what I'm missing the most of right now. Like for anybody that's maybe new here, whether you're watching now or watching it back, I've gotten most of the community center done, but it's a couple of things on the bulletin board that are troubling me still. I do that all the time. I hate having to wait for a whole year to roll around. It's such a pet peeve. I do love this game and I'm very passionate about it, but I do agree, it is really annoying. I'm gonna go see how much those fruit trees are gonna cost me because I don't remember. I really want some fruit trees. It would also just be nice. I've been eating the apples. I mean, I did have a lot more money earlier in this episode and like earlier, like in like the last stream that I did, but I don't know. I need a pet pig still. And I want to have money for the next house upgrade, but I also need some apples for the community center. Should I buy an apple sapling? I would only buy one. Should I buy it? Should I do it? I'm debating it. I'm trying to write a to-do list of things I want to do, which sometimes helps. I used to do that for different episodes of this stream series. I could be like, hey, like I need to make sure I find this fish and that I also save money for this thing that I really need to buy. And sometimes it worked, but sometimes it didn't. Maybe that's just me though. I really do need that house upgrade and that pet pig. But now I want an apple sapling. Yes, by Excel so you get an apple. I mean, they do spawn in the cave sometimes, but I feel like of all the different fruits that spawn in there, the apples really don't spawn very often. So I'm just gonna do it, and then if I regret it in the future for some reason, that will be a future needs issue. I only bought one though, because I don't feel like I would need more than one. I used to always mute the mic whenever I'd like pop my neck or my knuckles, and now I feel like I don't. I'm sorry. I feel like some people don't like those noises. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the apples and the pomegranates are so rare. I feel like I also just, I mean, I see the peaches more than I see those, but I feel like I don't see the peaches that much either. I figure out where I should put this apple tree. Too close to another tree. Okay. Well, where should I put the apple tree? Hello? I can fix that. I've got too many trees on my farm anyways. I was saying this a bunch earlier, but I swear my farm is almost always being completely swallowed by a bunch of trees, and I don't know how it happens, but it just does. There we go. Wait, will it grow right there if it's next to this stone? Now I'm nervous. Did I make a mistake? I was watching the train go for PP and I only just changed it. I think I have it set on 1080p on my computer. I read chat through YouTube. I forget to change it sometimes. I don't look at the screen and I'm like, why does it look like that? All right, how long have I even been live for? Okay, longer than I thought. What just happened? Hello? Whenever little noises like that happen, it startles me. That's a little weird. I don't know where Maru. She's probably either into town or outside. Repairing through the fences, they should be good as new. Oh, well, thank you, Maru. I appreciate that. What would be your advice to someone who wanted to start streaming, and what entry-level stuff I would need to get started? Let me think about that. I feel like if it's gonna be streaming with video games, a big thing that I really wish was instilled in my head a lot more when I first started is, if you can help it, try not to stick to one game and one game only, because it tends to backfire a lot in the future. I say this because I started out basically only Animal Crossing. I did like a tiny bit of Stardew Valley at first, but I was pretty much like 99% Animal Crossing, and that can be pretty harmful to a channel. I say this because in the future, if the game that you choose to main ends up dying out and nobody really plays it anymore, maybe it doesn't get updated, or so something happened and it's not maybe as popular, whenever you try to play other games, there's a good chance it's not going to do as well because you only stuck to one game at first. So for just general advice, I would advise against that unless you just feel like you're okay with it. In terms of supplies, I feel like a very common, like, first mic, here, I'll type it in the chat. So the blue snowball mic, I feel like is a really common one for people that first start streaming. I still have mine. I've had it since I started. And there's definitely better mics out there, but I feel like it's a good starter mic. And if you want to, you could always just get a set of headphones that has a mic attached to it. The only thing with that is, I feel like that runs the risk of it picking up mouth noises. Which sounds really gross, I'm sorry, but I don't know how else to describe that. Thank you, of course, you're welcome. In terms of like the other thing I would say about supplies, if you need to, like if you're on more of a budget, I mean, do this safely, of course. Like, please watch out for your safety first and foremost, but if you can maybe buy like monitors, for instance, or even like keyboards secondhand. Like the two monitors I have at the moment, I bought secondhand. The only thing that wasn't secondhand was the PC itself, and then the keyboard and mouse, because that came with the set. But that can make it more affordable. Like my capture card is also secondhand. So like if need be, that's, I feel like a good option. Just be safe, of course. I'd get a proper mic. I didn't have one right away, I don't think. Like I feel like I did used to use my headset mic for a little while. I'm so sad because I was hoping I could do this stream where these would be done, but they're not, unfortunately. I am a little bit I'm going a little bit longer than I normally would, and I don't want to waste this day, so I think I'm just going to finish up this day, and then I'll probably head out afterwards. I'm definitely on a budget. I was too when I first started. Ben helped me. I tried to build a computer, and that was fine at first, and I was so proud of it, and then we tried to like turn it on at one point, and all the pieces just completely fried, and I was devastated, because the thing is, I swear, that happened the night before Animal Crossing New Horizons had dropped, and I was like, I'm not about to just put all of that work into that computer go to waste. So I dropped about $900 on a streaming PC, which was a lot of money. I mean, actually, I think I spent more like $600 or $700 on it, and then the last couple $100 my grandma helped me with, and because my birthday was coming up a few months later, she said that I didn't have to pay her back for it, but I basically spent all of my money to make sure I could continue to stream like I planned to. That sucks, but at least you got a decent PC. Yeah, like everything ended up working out, but at the time being, it was really frustrating. Like the way that I was in pure panic mode for hours afterwards and just got to Best Buy as soon as I could. I another one of these. Hold on, what do I need to make that? Um, 50 wood, 40 stone, 8 coal. I've already got everything else with me. I just want to make another one so that way I can make more jellies, or jams, I guess. So I can make more of them at once. Where's my coal? I thought I had more than that. Oh yeah, I guess I don't, because I did just make some copper and iron bars. There we go. I knew I had a stockpile somewhere. Actually, how many of these can I make, maybe? If I've got enough stone stored somewhere, I might make a second one. And I'm sure I do. Okay, never mind, I guess I don't have as much as I thought. Maybe I can stop by the quarry and get some extra stone, because I feel like it'd be a good idea to make more of those. And hopefully one day I'll have the money and gear to start streaming. What other games would you recommend getting into? What category of games would you say that you're into? Because personally, I'm all about, hello, I placed that in the wrong spot. I'm all about cozy games, and I love a good farming sim, to be honest. But I feel like it depends on, I keep playing the wrong spot. I just feel like it depends on what category of games you're into. I'm sorry that I keep interrupting my own sentences. I'm just getting mad as I keep placing this in the wrong spot. There we go. That's better. Oh, look at all the forageables. We love to see it. Stardew Valley and farming stuff. I also do a bit of Sims. There's this, and it hasn't come out yet. I made a video about it whenever it was first announced, but there's a game coming out spring of next year that I feel like maybe would be fun to get into when it comes out. I'll just type it in the chat. I would recommend looking into that because I'm planning to stream it personally. I'm really excited about it. It's a farming sim, but you're also like a fairy, and they're aiming for it to be multiplayer, I'm pretty sure. Not to be promoting my own videos, so, I mean, I guess it's my channel, so I can't do that. There was a video I put out a little while ago where I talked about 5 games you could play instead of Animal Crossing, and I talked about some good cozy games there. It's not a super long video either, like it's a very fast watch. Fast video, however you want to phrase that. I'm trying to get a bunch of stone. I just would really like to make one more of those containers. Okay, awesome. Fairies. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Like, I was saying this earlier, went on a bit of a tangent about it. I love farming sims. However, what does bother me is whenever somebody who's looking to make a farming sim game of their own, whenever they copy and paste somebody else's work, like, of course you can make a farming sim because nobody owns the category, but don't directly copy somebody's work. Like, you've got to put your own twist or spin on it or something. Don't just copy other people directly. That's rude. Okay, I definitely have enough stone now. I'm just gonna get the copper too while I'm over here, because, like, why not? Is there any more copper? I feel like there's gotta be. I can't see right there because there's some trees. That's not topaz or copper, but I'll get that too. Let me just make the extra container, sell some stuff, and then we're gonna find somebody to raid afterwards. There we go. What fruit could I put in here? I'll put the gold star grape, why not? Apparently I haven't donated a topaz yet, but Gunther's shop and Gunther, is the museum closed? I'm having a bit of a brain moment. Is it closed? I don't remember. to sell that egg. Hold on. For the early level mines. Maybe I could do that next time, but I unfortunately gotta go. Okay, so what I said earlier is that I'm going to try to find a Stardew Valley stream trade, then if I can't find one with like a general vibe that I approve of, then by default we're going to go to an Animal Crossing stream. So just give me a second. As I always say, I promise I'm not ignoring you if you send a message. I'm just looking through streams to potentially raid. Let me see. What's going on in this stream? Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything muted because I want to like listen to the stream a little bit before I potentially send y'all over there. So I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. So I think I found who will raid. They're playing Stardew Valley as well. Stardew Valley expanded to be specific. I've never raided this person before, but I think that could be fun. I think we could give them like a little bit of a boost if you guys are interested. Thank you so much again for waiting. I really, really, really appreciate your patience. I'm waiting for my own chat box to pop back up so I can paste the link. There we go. Okay. So this person, again, they're playing Stardew Valley Expanded. I've never rated them before, so we'll see. You know, we'll see the vibe. I probably don't need to send it anymore, but I'm going to keep doing that anyways. And as always, the raid command. And let me just get the schedule command popped up. I feel like we saw a few new faces tonight in the community. All right, thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't done those two things already, you should. They're free. They cost you absolutely nothing. It's a very easy way to support me. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time for another live stream. Bye, everybody.